Now we're being recorded. So thanks everybody. Welcome. All right, let's keep on going here. I got somebody doodling, so let me disable that. All right, so I just want you to imagine if you had that extra cash for the holidays, what that would do, okay? Now, I got to share with you a little bit about myself, who's sharing with you right now. I'm a mom of 6 kids. I'm a grandma of 5, and time has always been the most important thing to me. And I was feeling miserably at that. If you go back to 2022, I wasn't having enough time with my family, and I wasn't making enough memories. I wasn't having enough moments with my children. So I was looking for a way to generate extra income. And when I discovered this 5-step blueprint, I went from making 0 online to 6 figures in 6 months. And now we travel the world and we do things that I've always dreamed of. Like you see my background right now, I'm actually in Florida. Me and many people in our community just got back from a cruise together, and we're still just here hanging out together. And I love that type of freedom. So look at this. Faith, to kick off October, she's had a $600 sale come in and a $100 sale come in. This is what we love. Her goal is 5,000 this month, and she's literally off to a great start. But see that today, $100 while in church. That's passive income, my friends. She didn't have to do any work at that moment to generate that customer. And look at this, 3.6 thousand this week. Her goal is to hit 5,000. She's already being able to do this. I'm speechless. My heart is pounding. How fun is that? Imagine you're able to make a post like that. So put in the comments if you are ready to learn how. I want to know, are you ready today to learn exactly how they are doing that? Yes, ready, ready, ready. Awesome. So let me break down the 5-step blueprint to daily paying customers. You guys realize that that's what every single business has in common. They need to know how to attract daily paying customers to them. So step 1, you need to promote digital programs that are in high demand. And I'm going to share with you why digital. Because the world is going digital. But also, when you promote something that's digital, you realize the entire world is your potential customer base because you can sell all over the world. The digital goods economy is a gigantic $950 billion market. So check this out. In 2019, it did 950 million for 1 year. By 2023, it was averaging $1 billion a day, and now it averages 1.2 billion a day in 2024, and it's projected to hit 3 billion a day by 2027. Do you guys realize how much money is to be made in this industry, right? So it just makes sense to promote a product that is growing at a rapid rate. So here's a few other reasons why you make 100% profit. So you're not making a small percent. Let me give you a perspective of it. So if you're like an affiliate marketer or network marketer, you average about 25% profit. When you promote digital programs, you make 100% profit. So our number 1 selling product is 900. But if you were an affiliate marketer and your number 1 selling product was 900, you put $225 in your pocket. What makes more sense to you, to get 1 customer and make $900 or get 1 customer and make $225? What makes more sense to you? Now, maybe you want to sell a lip gloss because you like a lip gloss. Like this lip gloss is actually from a network marketing company that I'm holding here, but I don't promote it. I use it because it's good, but I don't want to work hard to get 1 customer to make $9. I would rather work hard to get 1 customer and make $900 and literally be promoting something that could impact the company's life, right? And so daily pay direct into your bank account is the next thing. Imagine getting a customer today and it shows up in your bank account tomorrow. And you get to learn and earn at the same time. This was important to me. I didn't want to learn. I wanted to be able to learn and earn at the exact same time. And you get to sell something that helps other people. Now, next is stop trading time for dollars. Let me explain what I mean by that. If you're working a job right now and you work 8 hours at a job, you get paid for 8 hours. You do not get paid again unless you work another 8 hours. So this is how you automate your business. Because when you automate your business, it's literally out there working for you 24/7. So this is what our automations look like. Okay. It's pages just like this that are literally out there 24/7 working for you. So what happens is when somebody puts their email in, they're immediately taken to this thank you page. And at any time they can see what we sell. If they still have questions after they go to this page, if they don't purchase, they get this in their email. Okay. And check this out. They can click right here and at any time they can purchase. So these pages are constantly out there working for us 24/7. And this also builds your email list. Look at this, Christine, automations work. She goes, I got a $300 payment in yesterday and I didn't even notice it until now. That's the power of automations. Now, next, after you put your business on autopilot, it is getting your business discovered. You guys, the entire world is your window of unlimited customers when you promote something that is digital. So we teach you how to use classified ads to attract customers to you, and also how to utilize social media. There's 5 billion people on the planet that are on social media. Do you think out of 5 billion that you could learn the skills to attract one a day? One a day is 900 a day. That's $328,000 a year. Would that change anything for you? So what I want to do real quick, because we have a little, she's limited on time. I would love Victoria to share her story because she has used social media to attract customers to her. And wait till you hear by implementing these strategies, what it's done for her business. So Victoria, I'm going to let you take it away.
Thank you. Hello. All right. I absolutely love getting to share what this has done for me because when I tell you it has completely changed everything for my family, those are not just pretty words. Okay. I am a busy boy mama. How many of you have kids and you have wanted to find a way to stay home with them? Say me in the comments if this is you, because I have 3 little boys, 2 are special needs. Like my oldest is autistic. My youngest is a tiny tot tornado who is just always into everything. My husband is active duty Army. And if you looked at my resume years ago, I've done everything under the sun. I've worked in corporate, I've waited tables, I've worked in retail, I've worked in public schools, everything. And then once I started having kids, I really wanted to find a way to stay home with them. And so this is when I started learning about network marketing. How many, and this is not an MLM, you guys, but how many of you have ever done any kind of MLM? The reason why I did that was because I wanted to find a way to stay home with my kids, right? And I was like, okay, how can I make a good income doing this? Well, in reality, what I got from that was I was glued to my phone doing the parties, the salesy posts, the cold messaging, the recruiting, all of those things, trying to make $7 on a stinking mascara, y'all. And I did that for years. And so I was literally maybe working 12 hours a day with my face glued to my phone while my kids are over here going, mommy, mommy, mommy. I was not getting the time freedom that I wanted. I was not getting the financial freedom that I wanted. I was majorly burnt out. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing. I wanted to move away from like content creation and all of this. And so I started my own online boutique. Now, how many of you have ever had your own business? Because if so, you know the amount of work that goes into that, right? I went 30 grand into debt to start this boutique. And in, I think my best year, I did about 22 grand. And then what happened for me, and the reason I did this, y'all, was because I was like, I want to go from making a 25% profit on a mascara to making 100% profit. I'm like, this is mine. I was making 100% in this boutique. So I went from $7 on a mascara to 20 bucks on the top. But what happened for me was I got to a place where I had not made a sale in 6 weeks. And y'all know when it rains, it pours. You guys, at least in America, and I know this is like this a lot around the world, 61% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And that was us. So when I had not made a sale in my boutique for 6 weeks and we were living off of my husband's Army income, when it rains, it pours, right? I needed a new transmission for my car, needed 4 new tires, needed to pay for 6 rental cars while my car was in the shop, and we could not afford it. Meanwhile, I had been seeing this girl talking about how she made 40 grand in 2 months doing this digital marketing thing. And I'll be honest with you guys, I said it sounded too good to be true. I said, there's no freaking way, because the way that my mama taught me, I was supposed to make an income. I needed to work more to make more. You know what I mean? That's why so many of us fall into that pattern of multiple jobs and working overtime and all these things, because that's what society tells you that you have to do. And so it's normal for something that sounds too good to be true to, like, for our brains to just go there, right? This, when I tell you this was a Hail Mary for me, we needed to find a way to make something work. And in my first month doing this, this is just my story, okay? My first month doing this, I made $29,000. I've never seen an income like that in even a year prior to this, y'all. In 5 months, I hit my first six figures. And then fast forward now, I'm 14 months in, I'm at $430,000, sitting in a brand new house that we were able to build from scratch, y'all. And it is because of this business. And this house is almost paid off in full because of this. So I just want to be, and I'm like, the yes, mom, we're able to travel, like literally beyond my wildest dreams, what this has done for me. And I do not work more than 2 hours a day. So I just always want to be the girl that's going to tell you, if you think that something, if you think that this sounds too good to be true, y'all, I want to like grab you by the face and tell you it freaking works. And listen to the stories that you're going to hear here, because it's working for so many people. The process works and it changes lives. And I love to see it.
Awesome. Somebody asked if you had a huge following on social media.
Oh, I love this question, because so when I was doing my MLM, I did everything over on Facebook. And so when I first started, I equated followers to sales. And so I actually had people on Facebook that would say, well, Victoria, you'll probably do really well with this because you've got a following. I'm the kind of person where I like to take that as a challenge. And I said, okay, I'm going to go over to TikTok where nobody knows me. Actually, that's not true. People knew me because I had 36,000 followers on my original account on TikTok. But here's the thing. When I started posting on my original account, I made nothing there. Followers do not equal sales. And so once I plugged into the training and I learned, okay, you need to start a brand new account at zero. And then you will learn how to attract customers. I did not tell friends and family where I was. I wanted to do this completely organically. And so I have built a multi six-figure business on, like, primarily on TikTok from zero. So yeah, that's don't get caught up in followers, because you don't need to have any kind of following to do this. I mean, Michelle, you even know there's people of all ages, like in their 50s, 60s, 70s, who had no following, no like social media experience, and they've already hit six figures. It's amazing.
And that's what I love about this, because no experience is required. You just got to be coachable and consistent, and no following is required, because you can't take the followers to the bank to make your car payment, but you can take the money you make from customers. And that's what I absolutely love about it. So thank you for sharing. I love your story. And I know you just gave a lot of people hope, because the chat is blowing up.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So thank you so much. All right, guys, I wanted her to share real quick, because her story is absolutely amazing. And I just want you to look at her and go, if she can do it, I can do it. All she was is she was ready for a change. She was ready to take advantage of the 5 billion people on social media and learn how to attract, become a magnet to them, right? People are online every day and are ready to buy every single day. So step 4, how did she find these customers? And that's what we're going to share with you, because this is one of the most important steps, right? And that is, you need to know who your perfect customer is. We live in a world today that nobody wants to be sold. They want value given to them. And to be able to give value, you need to know who your perfect customer is, and then you'll know what kind of value to give them. So we teach you how to discover your perfect customer. We show you how to create content that will attract your ideal customer to you. And you need to do a CTA, call to action. You guys, when you learn how to do a CTA, you know how powerful a CTA is? This, my friends, is what allows you to not have to DM people, not have to find a customer, not have to bother friends and family. This is what allows you to create a piece of content and invite people to go check out your automated system. The CTA is how we're able to leverage our time and work less, but make more money. So let me recap. Step one, promote a product and make 100% profit. Step two, automate your business so it's working for you 24/7. Step three, get your business discovered so you don't have to find customers. And step four, stand out by relating with your content, which sends people back to your automated system. So what's step five? New customer, because your automated system did all of the follow up and follow through for you. So I want to talk to you about how to make 900 daily from your phone, right? One customer a day equals daily pay. You can use the entire internet to attract customers to you through the system. So here's how it works. When somebody discovers your content or your free ads on social media, they put their email in. Between this page and this page, on average, inside my community, 1 out of 20 people purchase. So our goal with you is to get yours converting at 1 out of 20. You know, it's no different than when you go buy a new car, right? They say this car averages 35 miles to a gallon. Well, you might get the new car and you might be a little speeder, so you might average 26 miles to a gallon. So you might be like, how can I get my mileage to 35 miles a gallon, right? When you have something to aim for, it's easier to get there. And that's what I love on average. Now we have 1 gal in our community and she's got 1 out of 4 that buy from her. Is that not amazing? See, these pages do the work for you. Look at this. Lisa, she hit 31,690 days. Guys, 90 days. You got to check out her story inside the community, but she goes, 90 days ago, I was struggling to buy groceries and paying for my property tax. And every emergency kept us broke. And she discovered this. She implemented the 5 steps and made 31,690 days. It's possible, she says. And that is what I absolutely love. Now, what are the 4 apps that you would need on your phone? Or what are the apps that you would need on your phone to be able to launch and grow a business? Well, our community app. You guys, you get to be part of a community of 41,000 plus people, but we have an app for the community. And your digital growth app, your legacy builder app, or your passive daily pay blueprint app, it's all right there. It's all in one place. So an app here, your email app, and then whatever social media platforms you want to use. I started with TikTok. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4 apps on my phone. I still build my business 95% on my phone. And I love that because you can build your business from anywhere. So I want to introduce you to the Legacy Builder program right now. And I want to explain to you what is inside of it and what it can do for you to help you get that extra cash for the holidays and help you be able to launch your business and be able to reach your goals and dreams in 2025. Now, the Legacy Builder program, when you purchase it, it's going to teach you the skills and strategies you need to attract daily paying customers. But one of the benefits of it is you immediately get 4 income streams that sell for a total of $1,900. Can you imagine today you can launch a business and immediately get access to 4 income streams? This is what got me so excited right here. So inside the program, it literally walks you through step by step. It's kind of like paint by numbers. You're going to get, it's the best online educational course that you'll have to learn digital marketing, learn content creation, learn how to attract customers to you, learn automations, learn how to master getting your income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. And inside of it, you have the ultimate discovery system. And that is going to show you how to build a brand, even a faceless brand if you want, how to copy and paste free ads. And it's also going to show you how to utilize social media the right way to attract customers to you. We have a complete training on the invisible empire if you want to build that faceless brand. And it even shows you a strategy, 100K, your first 12 months strategy as well. Here's an example. Wendy, when she purchased, she literally has been building her faceless brand and she's already made $400 just off the faceless brand, you guys. And then inside our community, you get extra perks as well. We are doing right now a 90-day run. We're getting ready to launch our next one on the 15th that you get to be part of. It's a daily video with an action step. The goal is to focus on 20K by the holiday season. And then we'll set your goals for 2025, and we will work through those goals with you to help you achieve those goals. And you get a daily video with that. We have a complete content vault that has testimonials inside that you can use, has content creation ideas. You get access to all of the webinars, and you get access to all of the replays of the trainings as well. Look at this, another $1,800 in 2 days again. So this has happened many times since she has launched her business, and she's only on day 50 for her. Absolutely amazing. And this is what happens when you are coachable and willing to follow a proven process. Now, before I go into breaking down the time, because I know right now it's like, how much time is it going to take? Because the holidays and all the craziness is going on, right? But before I do that, I want to take it over to South Africa, because I'm a gal in Kansas, you guys. I didn't realize the power of social media. And one of my videos got pushed over to South Africa, and Cecilia discovered that video, and she implemented, or she purchased from me, and she implemented what she learned. And you guys, now she's a millionaire in South Africa Rand money. Her story is absolutely amazing. So Cecilia, can you share, my friend?
A 3-millionaire. And I know math is going to call this a multimillionaire, but I'm going to call it a 3-millionaire because I'm going to call it out by name as I go. Hi, you guys. Okay, so I'm Cecilia Jacobs, and I'm all the way from South Africa. I'm one of those mamas that really, really wanted to be able to work from home. For me, having time with my daughter was crucial. I wanted to be that mummy that was there to see her grow up. And the reason for this is I'm actually an angel mummy of 2 little boys. And after that, I'm also a cancer survivor. So when my little girl was born, I had this desire to be a stay-at-home mama. And my first business that I started up was a daycare center. So I come from a 10-year ECD background where I paid 250,000 Rand as a South African to complete my studies for that, and had that business for 10 years. But at the end of the day, I ended up being that mama, not being able to show up next to the sports field, not being able to be called on by the teachers to help out in the tuck shop. I was never there. So this business started taking time away from my child. And I opened up a salon. I honestly thought that, you know what, this is now going to give me back my time freedom, you know, having my own business, working my own schedules. But it is as if I just went downhill from there. I went from having one credit card to taking out a second credit card to pay off the first credit card. And then I had this massive plan of taking out a loan, paying off these 2 credit cards. And at the end of the day, I maxed out both credit cards. I sat with that loan, and I ended up in a position where I literally had to start selling my stuff to quiet down debt collectors. The one thing, and this is something I want to share tonight, I've never shared it before, but the one thing that I had to give up as a South African mama was a Fortuner, you guys. I had to sell my Fortuner in order to quiet down debt collectors, and it broke my heart into a million pieces, because I ended up with what you call a prayer car. But I came across one morning, 5 a.m., after a previous day, where I realized if I'm not going to do something now, I'm going to completely lose my relationship with my daughter. I came across Michelle's post, 5 a.m. in the morning, sitting in my lap bar, crying over a cup of coffee, not knowing what it is that I was going to do to get out of this predicament. And I came across that mama from Kansas because of social media. And I thought, I wish this could work in South Africa, because I heard her speaking in dollars, and I was so hungry to work less and make more. But because she was speaking in dollars, I honestly didn't think it would work here. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what if this does work in South Africa? I entered my email address into that link, and I joined one of these webinars, and I started seeing these parents and the results that they had. And I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this. Well, there's been a massive ripple effect from this, because I was the first South African to start out with this. And if you are from South Africa and you've been following some digital marketers, you will realize that there's 12 millionaires currently that was born from this legacy program, multiple South African 6-figure earners. And the reason for why it's happening so quickly for us is actually that $1 is anything between 18 and 20 Rand. So whatever you bring, each dollar that you bring into your household, you are earning way above what you are spending in. This completely flipped my life. I started with this in May. September last year, I moved up to Jeffreys Bay in the Eastern Cape after I completely cleared out all debt that I had. After I replaced that prayer car with a car that I could buy cash without asking the bank for 1 penny. And 2 weeks ago, I literally got myself another Fortuner, you guys, and I still don't owe the bank 1 freaking penny. So the car that broke my heart when I had to give up so that I could quiet down debt collectors, I've actually doubled it up and got back a better one. So if you're sitting on the other side, and especially if you're from South Africa and you're feeling like, I just wish a light would go on or a door would open for me, I'm going to promise you, if you are ready to learn the skills, if you are ready to plug into a blueprint that's literally going to take you as somebody that's got no tech skills, that actually I started with a fear of my computer, that I had no time because I was working 15 hours a day when I got started with this in my salon just to be broke. If you are ready to learn how to go step by step, day by day, especially with the new launch of the 90-day sprint that's coming, because it's those sprints that literally help me as a South African to start earning $10,000 on a monthly basis, which for us is 180 plus thousand rand a month. And if that is something that will make a difference in your life, then I want to tell you tonight, it is time to get started. It is time to get going, because this is that rich uncle's business, the one that you forever wish that, I wish I could just get my foot or my hand onto something that is literally booming in the industry. This is his business. You need to get started with this uncle's business because it's going to help you and your family to be set free. I just want to say something else because the holidays is coming. Christmas is coming, right? I started last year, May, as a real broke mama. I didn't see the light. I didn't know how I was going to cover my bills. I was really devastated, broke, overworked, underpaid. I started in May last year. By Christmas time, 2 days after Christmas, I literally paid my child's school fees for the whole year. After the first Christmas, where I didn't need to steal from Peter to pay Paul, I didn't have to, ignore debit orders in order to put something small under my child's Christmas tree. You've still got 2 months left. And with the next sprint that's coming, I want to urge you guys, honestly, look into this because this can change your life. If you're ready for change and you're ready to learn these skills, it can change your life. Take that from a broke-ass South African mama that's now a 3 millionaire and aiming to go just higher and higher, because that's what this program does. Michelle, thank you so much. I'm always honored to share on these webinars. It's always amazing to share this.
I love your story, my friend. And it's what is so inspiring to me is looking at that ripple effect that is now going on in South Africa, because how many South Africa millionaires are there now?
12. And countless six-figure earners, and the dads that used to go abroad to go and earn dollars, that spend hours away from their families, is literally starting to sit at home now, earning in 2 hours a day. I mean, we've got dads that worked overseas for 5 years that hasn't been able to make what they've been able to make in the past 5 or 6 months since they've started. This is such an amazing gift to the people in South Africa. Honestly, being able to earn in dollars from your living room.
Yeah, I love that. Able to earn in dollars from your living room. That's good. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm so proud of you. And it's beautiful to see. 3-time millionaire in South Africa, Ren. I'm so proud of you. So no, one question that some people had, you guys, they're like, what is she selling? You guys, she's selling these 4 programs right here. This is it. So when she sells a launch pad, and same thing with Victoria as well, this is what they promote. When they sell a launch pad, they make $100. When they sell the passive daily pay blueprint, they make $300. When somebody purchases a digital mastery, they make $600. When somebody purchases the legacy builder, they make $900. Now, it's the way the world is. So for example, this iPhone, my iPhone is through Verizon. Verizon didn't make this iPhone. Verizon is a $1 billion company off of promoting and selling other people's products. It's the way the world has always been. Look at the outfit you have on. Do you think the place that you purchased your outfit from was in the back room sewing the outfit? Or did they purchase it from a company and got the resale rights on that? It's the way the world's always been. It's just that we've taken it to a different level with it being digital. That means the whole entire world can be our customer base, but it also means because it's digital, there's no cost involved. So you can make 100% profit. Now, what I want to do real quick before we break down the time, I would love for Jessica to come and share. You guys, she's been in the program for literally since January, I think, and she just hit her second $100,000. Absolutely amazing. I know, so good. So Jessica, are you with us, my friend?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hello. Oh, you look so good in
Hi.
pink.
Aw, thank
Good.
you. I'm actually on my lunch break because I'm still working my 9 to 5, but God's pushing that out because I'm going to be doing this full time very soon. Yay. So I'm a little different. I have a very different story than most people. I am stay-at-home mom, but work from home mom, homeschool, and I bought lots of courses before I saw Michelle's beautiful face. And I had that shiny object syndrome where, oh, look how successful she is. I'll buy what she's doing and throw it up or put a post on Facebook about it, because they kept promising me that that would work and that would make me money, but I didn't know what I was doing. I just was buying that person's image of the money they were making. So I did that for about a year, 8 months. I bought lots of these little, like, here you go, get rich quick. And it doesn't take any work. And then I started watching Michelle, and it's been 11 months. I've made just Friday, $200,000 in 11 months. Now, I don't say that very lightly because I have had the same job for 17 years. On my taxes last year, I claimed $33,000, and I've worked this job for 17 years. So when I say I have lived paycheck to paycheck, I have most of my life on a credit card, that's my heart. That's all I've ever known. And I'm not, like, I live in a double wide trailer. I say it in all my videos. I'm not fancy. Like, I lived in my mom's basement for 3 years after my house burnt down, and I have autoimmune disease. So I have all these struggles, but we all have a sad story. What we do with it determines really who we are. We all have a sad story. And I could not unsee the mentoring that she promised. I could not unsee the daily videos and the Zooms where I could get on and raise my hand, and somebody else that made $1 million would tell me exactly what she did. And I didn't have to pay her for that, because I looked into private coaching. I paid $300 for a lady to private coach me. I didn't ever made any money from that. She did. So it's been a year. It's been a fun year. And like, I have all these ideas and other streams of income because Michelle's taught me that. And I love how simple you make it, but how much you push us, because that's what I needed. Like I say on my lives all the time, have you ever had to like go on a diet, but you had to make food for your husband and you had to make food for your kids and you had no support and you had no push and you had no backup? And Michelle's the backup that I can wash at 1 a.m. when everybody else is asleep. And like it's all the mentoring that I ever needed. I hate monthly fees. I hate subscriptions, because I never come from money. So I never got into like, I can't do that if we're paying for it, like. So if you're watching and you think, well, I could never do that, you can do this. I've waited tables, worked at gas stations. I've had a side hustle or something since I was 18 years old, and still thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of credit card debt until I met Michelle. And the tech part was hard. She made that easy. She took that away by giving us people that would help us. And then boom, she just teaches you how to change your life. Literally teaches you how to change your life. It's fabulous.
So people are asking, what do you sell?
I don't sell anything. I love it when people ask me this question. So let me tell you something. I have sold things since I was in high school. I'm 42. 18 years old, I started selling Pampered Chef. And then I was Mary Kay and 31 and Avon and Modere. I used to sell those products, and I would chase those people, and I'd be like, hey, Jenny, we're having this thing. And I would work my list, and my upline would tell me what to do. I don't do that anymore. I have automated where people sign up and they willingly put their email on my TikTok or even on my Facebook, or they willingly send me a message because they saw a video story that I put up on Facebook. in a year, I've never sent a cold message and asked somebody to buy something from me. I will never do that again. I do not care if I stop right now and I don't do what Michelle does and I don't do Legacy Builder. She has taught me a way to never be a salesy Sally again. So for me, this is a class. This is the community and a program, and it's like a college course. It's like you're going to school to learn how to make money online. And now I have all these other streams of income because of what she taught me here. I'm not selling anything. I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like I'm helping you learn the skills to make money online. And Michelle teaches us that, and I help you. That's how I feel.
Love that. So good. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks for all your help.
You're great. Oh, there you guys go. There. That's so true. We just get to share and help people. Okay. So, let me keep on going here. I went through all this with you guys. I want to break down the time, right? How much time will it take? Because we're getting into the holiday months and you're like, how much time is this going to take? So I want to break down the 2-hour workday with you. So 30 minutes copying, pasting free ads to high traffic websites for free. 1 hour creating 3 pieces of content. This is what we try to help you master, getting that done. We try to help you be effective with your time, right? And then the other 30 minutes is spent learning, responding to comments, and responding to emails. That is literally your 2-hour workday of your income earning activities. Because if you have a job, you are in the habit of clocking in at your job, talking to your coworkers, making copy, maybe leaning on your desk. But when you launch your own online business, you don't get paid for any of that. So we help you get really, really good with mastering the income earning activities in 2 hours a day, because the automations take over for you. Just like Jessica said, she goes, I have an automated business that's literally out there working for me 24/7. But Amy inside our community, she is probably the best at mastering the 2-hour workday, because when she launched her business, you guys, she was literally working 70 plus hours a week, single mom, 2 jobs, and was able to make 100K in 9 months. So I'm going to let Amy take it away and share her story with you guys.
Hi guys, welcome. Yes, so true. Like, you guys, I also want to preface, my daughter put me on TikTok, and that's how I seen Michelle. I didn't know anything about any of this. I was in the trucking industry and I waitressed nights, weekends, and every holiday. And I grew up in the era that when you don't have enough financial money, whatever, you get a second job. You find another way to make money, and it's getting another job, right? So here I found myself as a divorced mom taking care of 3 kids on my own. I got a second job. For 3 years straight, I was literally working 18 hours a day, over 70 hours a week. And I knew at 50 years old, I could not keep this up. There was no way. It was taking time away from my kids. It took time away from me, but physically and mentally, I just couldn't do it anymore. My daughter puts me on TikTok. I ran across Michelle and I'm like, what? Like, there's no way this kind of stuff is happening. But that just showed I didn't know anything. I had no clue about the online world. I was too busy working, physically demanding jobs. And so really my message is to anybody that has always busted their butt out there working long hours and just trying to support yourself and your family. I want you to get out of that. I want you to enjoy your kids. Your kids need you home. Your family needs you home. You need your time. And see, I realized that. And one of the very first things I heard was a 2-hour workflow. And I thought, okay, maybe this can work. I'm already working 18 hours. Let me see. And listen, this is what I did. I plugged in to the trainings. I plugged into the free Zooms. I got on every single one of them. And I just followed it step by step. I implemented everything. I followed the 2-hour workflow to a T throughout my day. 30 minutes in the morning before I left for my first job, during my lunch hour, in between jobs, when I got home. Any downtime I had, sitting in the car, I was listening. That's what I did. Within 10 weeks, I was able to quit not one, but both of my jobs in 10 flipping weeks. I was able to walk away from them, and I didn't know anything about social media, marketing, any of that kind of stuff. It was all new to me. So I'm telling you, if you can come into this program and be willing to just listen and learn, we can teach you everything that you need to know. And then the best part of it is, this isn't just a get rich quick. This is longevity. Guys, I've been a stay-at-home mom for the last year. I am now 17 months in. I have earned multiple six figures, okay? I also have added an additional 8 streams of income, all because of what I've been taught. So it doesn't just teach you to promote 4 digital products. It teaches you how to have a successful online business and get your time back by adding these additional streams of income, the things you love, the things you want to do. Whatever you want, you're going to learn, and you can implement that. I knew I always wanted to coach. I knew I wanted to keep helping people. This program showed me how I could do that. That added 4 additional streams. And I'm still helping people. I not only help me and my kids, but I also am still helping people. And that makes me happy. So whatever it takes to make you happy, to get your life back and get your time back, because we can't make up for lost time, and time is never guaranteed. Get what you can now, moving forward, and make up for that. Make up for it. Be present. Be you, and do what you want to do with your life. Don't build other people's dreams. Build your own, right? And then I'm going to leave it with this, because I think it's the best saying ever. If you're not taking the time to build your dreams, somebody else will pay you to build theirs. And I did that for over 30 years. No more. Thank you, Michelle.
That's a mic drop. I need to get a mic drop, because I was like a mic drop moment.
The first time I heard that, I felt that to my core,
Yeah.
because I've made other people millions while I struggled,
Mhm. And you
but
can
not
more
anymore.
than your boss.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Love it. Thank you for sharing. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to share with you guys how to get started. And we're going to break that down real quick. And then I'm going to see if Tim can come on and share. Oh, okay. He did message me back. You know what, you guys, I got to tell you something. Tim was excited for Dallas to win yesterday. Tim, you made my night last night. So yes, we're really good friends now, Tim, because you're a Dallas fan now. So no, he's like, what? All right. So how you get started, you guys, when you get started, you'll launch your business with the Legacy Builder program. The moment you get started, you immediately get 4 income streams. This is like a business in a box. It's a done for you business. Here is what you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to promote products where you make 100% profit. You're going to learn how to automate your business, so you have your business out there working for you 24/7. You're going to learn how to use our ultimate discovery system to attract customers to your online business. You're going to learn how to relate and connect with your perfect customers so you can stop their scroll. You're going to learn step by step what you need to do daily to make daily pay. And you're going to learn the strategies to make $900 a day, which is $328,000 a year. So my question is, are you ready to learn how to make passive income? Now, when you get started today, you are going to get access to additional bonuses. One of the bonuses is being part of our digital growth community, where you get to be around 41,000+ other thriving entrepreneurs where you get to learn and grow from. And then you're going to get our Canva crash course where you will learn how to create content in Canva. And you're going to get my blueprint to how I made my first million in 17 months. You're going to get a 30-day market growth strategy growth plan. You guys, if you've never built a business on social media, if you don't have a following, that's what you follow. Step by step. You're going to learn how to start an online business, getting the master resale rights on other people's products, the other people that have done the hard work for you and proven to sell products. And now maybe you're listening right now and you're like, I really want to launch my own business. You're going to get 200 digital product ideas. You're going to get mindset, message, and marketing to your first million, how you can build that $1 million brand and leave that legacy for your family. You're going to get a complete step-by-step. It's a 72-page PDF and also a training of your invisible empire, your faceless marketing. You're going to get all of that for only $900. It is like a 4-year college education that you're going to get paid to learn and earn. And with that, you get $1,900 worth of products that you get 100% of the resale rights on them. Do you realize you could launch your business today and you could sell a legacy builder product today and make $900? One customer puts your business in profit mode. That is what I love. Now, if you're listening to me right now, you're like, Michelle, that's not in my budget, because I get it. Currency is different in many different countries, right? So we have our digital mastery, which is $600. With that, you get 3 income streams. And we have our passive daily pay blueprint. And with that, you get 2 income streams. And then our launch pad, you get 1 income stream. So no matter what you purchase, you get access to some income streams. And again, here's our earning disclosure. I know you've heard some amazing testimonials. We are not guaranteed that you can have results like that. The only thing I'm going to guarantee is you will love being in our community and what you can learn as well. Okay, so what I want to do now is have Tim come and share. Have Cowboy fan Tim come and share. Oh my gosh. Okay, you should be able to unmute.
I have no words, and this guy videotaping me trying to record this whole thing probably said, "Well, don't screw it up." I remember,
But guess what? I have text messages that you're like, I
you
hope
know, and I'll delete that so fast. I'm tech savvy now.
Oh,
Coach
good.
Danny, how are you? I will never miss that cruise again. I'll tell you.
Yeah, look, they're all here.
This is the best. Is this like, how do you not want to be a part of this? I just don't.
It is so good.
I mean, this is just, look, I don't know he needs to hear this, but my name is Tim Hess. I'm a dad of 5 beautiful kids, 3 grandkids, and I had a career in corporate America for 25 years with the same company. I actually took a retail company from 300 stores to 1,000 stores in a category. So if you're sitting there going like all these ladies out there and there's these guys out there, well, there's a bunch of men in here that are having a lot of success as well doing this business. And we come from all walks of life. I will tell you, I have never done an MLM. I have never done an online business before. In fact, even when I came here, I kind of screwed things up because I got in my own way. I didn't make any money for 3.5 months. I will tell you, there's something special about this place here. You know, you go to your jobs, you work your tails off. I would say this to you, just plug in. When you first went to your job, you didn't know nothing about nothing. You showed up and you listened to what everybody told you to do. Well, I can share with you, if you take that one concept, and do it right here, get plugged in and just listen to the people that are around us. There's so many great leaders in this. I mean, look, it all starts from the top, and Michelle's from the top. She's the one that started this whole thing for us. She set a expectation for ourselves. She allowed us to be ourselves. I can share with you, in corporate America, I really wasn't myself. I would go to work on those. I'll give you an example. Here was my schedule. And I did this for probably between 5 and 7 years. I live in California. I would go down to John Wayne Airport. I would get on a flight Monday morning. I'd fly out. I'd go to Minneapolis, Minnesota, or I'd go around the United States. I would fly back home on Fridays. Okay. I have 5 beautiful kids. Did I say that already? I just want to let you know. And I have a beautiful bride of 32 years. We celebrated 32 years, September 16th this year. I'm going to tell you something. I did that for between 5 and 7 years. And I'm telling you, when I got home, I still went to an office. I didn't come home Friday at 11. I came home and I went right to an office. And then I kind of decompressed on Saturday when the kids were having games. I didn't really show up. I wasn't really able to be there because they owned me. A lot of you guys work 40 hours jobs, 40 hours, 60, 50 hours a week, and it is brutal. You can't have a quality of life, and you're just above broke, right? You're just above broke. Listen, I can honestly tell you, when I tell people I didn't make money for 3.5 months, that was a me problem. It was ego, it was pride. We've all been there. Let's be honest with you. When you run a company or you run a business or you just run your household, listen, moms, you guys run our household. That is a huge thing. So for the moms that are listening, I know I'm talking to guys here, but moms too, you run that household for us. I always make a comment. My wife is my queen because I simply say this one thing. She made me look like a hero when I don't believe I deserve to be a hero in my kids' eyes, because my kids were in their teenage years and I wasn't there. I wasn't there at the sporting events, and my kids were hurt and they were upset, even to the point where one of my kids came back and told me they apologized. She's in her 30s now, but she apologized to me and says, I can't believe I said those nasty words to you. But it's not her fault. She's older now. She has kids and she realizes time is really what it is. But she also understands we have a responsibility as parents. Dads, I'm telling you, I'm 57, 57 years old. I almost didn't know that one. 57 years old. And I'm telling you how I was raised with 6 brothers and sisters on a farm. Sit down, shut up, and listen, and you won't get hurt. That was my theory from my mom and my dad. But I'm telling you, sit there, sit down, shut up, and listen. Go to school, get good grades. And then you're put this weight of the world. You're 18, 19 years old. You have no idea what you want to do. But all I know is I was told that if I go get a career, find someone to settle down with, raise the kids, get a house over your family, get a career, work that, and then retire. And then you have the rest of your life. Well, I did all that. And I did a damn good job of that. Here was the challenge. Nobody prepared me for being at the age of 55. I gave my life to this company, thinking that that company would give it back to me. So anyone, I seen Andreas. I hope Andreas is listening to me, because Andreas, I seen your comment. I lost my job. I'm telling you, don't even hesitate. Don't even blink. You have the holidays coming up. You have a choice. And I say this to everyone on here that is not in this business yet. You have a flat out choice. It's a choice to sit there and stress and worry about stressing about the bills and all that. I'm just telling you something. You already work your ass off. You already work really, really hard. How about working for you and your family and your goals and your dreams? Nobody ever talked to me about my goals and dreams. My goals and dreams. I want to share this with you. I didn't have success right in the beginning, but that was a me thing. July 20th, everything changed. See that lady right there with all her fancy colors. Thank God it's not blue today. I can just share with you, July 20th of last year, everything changed for me. See, it's very, very important that you understand where you're at. The mentorship, the servant leadership that we have here is incredible. I can't even put into words. There's probably people out here listening to this conversation. They're like, I never heard anybody speak like this. I've never heard these women speak like this before. Because see, we're on a mission. We're not here for a fly-by-night, hey, this cookie cutter, let's go to get to the next program, get this. I'm just sharing with you where you are today is very special. And we protect it. We take care of it. We love on it. We do all the things we want to do for each other. Be real clear on that. It's for each other. There's nobody making money off of you. There's no downlines. It's all yours. And all you have to do is show up. And all you have to do is plug in. July 20th, and I'll leave it on this. July 20th, everything changed in my life. Because this mentor that we have, basically, we have these trainings that we have every week at the time, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I went to all of them. Well, she looked at my business and said, hey, Tim, this is basically what we need to do. And the crazy thing about it was I was already doing everything, but I just didn't ask the questions that I need. She dialed my business in. 3-4 days later, I made my first daily pay. And here's the other thing, 11 days straight, I made daily pay. Now, hold on, it even gets better. 14 days straight, I made $4,050. So all you guys sit there and say, hey, you know what? you know, 3.5 months in, you're where you're at. I don't care where you're at. You just have to want it. You have to want it bad enough not to go back to the old habits. You're going to learn how to have habits and behaviors. Okay. And then I'll leave it on this note, 19 months in, over $300,000. And I'm just telling you, from a guy that came from corporate, not really as coachable. I am coachable. I'm extremely coachable. Tell me what I need to do. No BS here. It is what it is. And somebody made one comment earlier. Why do I not see good reviews about online businesses? And I want to answer that because I get that. I will share with you, when I did my research to come in on online businesses, I got to share something with you. I can see why people are so skeptical. There was nothing said that was great about any of them. And when you sit there and look at it, I would challenge people, did you do everything you were supposed to do to make an income? Were you as coachable? Were you there when you were supposed to show up? Were you there when you were supposed to be wherever it was for training? Because see, I will tell you something. I showed up. I'm coachable. And from day one, when I told Michelle, whatever you need from me, just let me know what we need to do here. We don't sugarcoat things here. We're just here to help you grow. And I can't even begin to tell you what this has done to this 57-year-old dude in California. And I'm beyond blessed and grateful. It's the best decision as long as you work the system. And that's what you have here. So get in here. Let's go. Make your holidays the best holidays you ever had, okay?
So you've been with the company, been in the program for 18 months, right?
It'll be 19 months, the 8th of October.
And how much have you made?
God, I didn't even, it's over 300,000. You know this. I don't really count. I don't sit there and calculate.
My point was you didn't make nothing for almost 4 months.
Yeah.
And then when you become coachable, so in the last 13 months, you made 300K.
Yeah.
That's the power of plugging in. And I just had to share that.
Yeah. Crazy.
Thank you. I love your story.
Hey,
so good.
As I said, thank you is not even, everybody says it, but saying thank you to you is not even like it's crazy, but we're blessed and grateful to have you. Thank you.
Yeah, our community is awesome. Yes. So you guys, if you're ready to get started, you can get back with the person that shared this with you. They actually sent you an email. Go to the bottom of that email and there's a PS in there that will take you directly to their website. Make sure you scroll to the bottom and you will learn about what's in every single program. And then you get to pick the one that's best for you. Now, real quick, before we get off of here, I do want to take it back to South Africa and have Christelle share, because I love what Tim said. It's going to piggyback off of this, how the moms are, the queens of the house. And Christelle, her story is absolutely amazing and so inspiring. So Christelle, are you with us, my friend, that you can share real quick?
I am. Hi, how are you?
Hello. I think about you all the time because last time you were going to share, your daughter was sick. How's she doing now?
She's fine. She had a 24-hour bug, and fortunately it worked out in her system like little ones do. But thank you so much. You look absolutely beautiful and rested out, and I'm so jealous that I can't be there. Definitely next time I'm there.
Yay!
So hi, my name is Christelle. For those that do not know me, I live in a little town on the border of the Kruger National Park in South Africa. And I started my journey 11 months ago. Now, 11 months ago, before I did this journey, I was working 2 jobs. I worked 14 hours a day to keep my family alive. I'm a single mommy. I've got a now 20-year-old son and a 3-year-old little girl. And all I wanted to do was be mommy to this precious little bum, my little girl. And I just couldn't because I had to work. And then I think God heard my prayers. I lost both my jobs at the end of August last year. And I was completely bummed. I mean, I literally was so depressed. I couldn't get off my couch. So much so that for a period of 2 months, my mom had to pay my groceries for me. I couldn't even afford a loaf of bread or 2-minute noodles. That is how bad it was in my life. And then I started venturing online, searched online, dabbled a bit in MLMs, and it was such a waste of time in that you only got such a small percentage of all the hard work that you put in. So then I learned about digital marketing and I was skeptical. But eventually I told my mom about this, and my mom said to me, Christelle, do you really believe in this? And I said to him, mom, with my whole heart. So my mom was the one that funded this program for me to get started. That is in about 3 weeks, I celebrate my first year anniversary. And I started getting going. Didn't make money in my first month because I was arrogant. I come from a sales background, didn't apply what I was taught, and I didn't make sales. But then beautiful Cecilia helped me along the way, and she said to me, Christelle, just go and apply what you were taught. Did how to find your perfect customer, and it completely turned my business around. Now, you must understand, for the last 5 years, I had lost 2 businesses. I come from a very successful business background. I lost 2 businesses. The bank repossessed my car, then losing 2 jobs at the end of August last year, to where I am now, where I have in 10 months, I earned not 1, not 2, my 3rd million as a South African. I am roughly about 4 sales away from my $200,000 mark. And that's in under a year, my friend. And I'm like, my head is spinning. The bank repossessed my car 3-4 years ago. I bought a brand new double cab bucky for myself in April, bought my mom a car for her birthday to say thank you to her in June. My son is flying out to England at the end of this month to go on a 3 or 6 months holiday, depending on how long he wants to go. We are going on holiday in 3 weeks. We went on holiday last month. I'm going on holiday next month. For the first time in my life, I can go on holiday. A year ago, I couldn't afford bread. That is how utterly insane this is. So if you are coachable and you're hungry, that's the only difference between you and me. That the fact that I was either going to end up on the street with my children without a house, or I had to make something work. And this was what I needed. God heard my prayers, and he answered it through Michelle, through this beautiful training, through this community, and through an opportunity that I am so grateful to be involved in. I will never look back, realizing that this is my life for the rest of my life. I mean, my little girl wakes up yesterday morning and she's like, Mommy, why are we still in our old house? She just wants to travel because she's like, so she loves this place and that place. Because 2 weeks ago we went to watch rugby, my first live game with my children that I could take them to. So suddenly we are creating the most beautiful memories. My son, last year for my son's birthday, I couldn't afford a birthday cake for him. This year it's a brand new watch, and it's a smart watch, and it's a phone, and it's earpods, and it's what is your dream? What is it that you want to do? The realization that I can be a yes mom, the realization that I can assist my parents, that I can give my dad the medical care that he needs. It's all because I said yes, my friend. It's all because I said yes. And I had no prior experience, no prior knowledge, no prior training. I started off as a newbie, complete and utter newbie. My friend, if I can do this with a busy 3-year-old as a single mommy, there's no difference between you and me. You can also do this.
I love your story so much. And I love the video that you did when you were on holiday with your children and you hit your 2nd million, right?
Third
Third million. Oh my goodness. And you've been doing this for how long?
10 months. I hit my 3rd million 10 months in. Yes.
I just love
I was like, I mean, I on holiday made 10 months worth of salary on holiday. Yeah, it's insane. And I like just literally just hit a $900 sale. Right
while
now.
you were talking. That is so good. Oh my God. I'm so proud of you, and congratulations, my friend.
I cannot, and again, Tim said this, Michelle, saying thank you to you is like, it doesn't cover what you've done. What you've done for my family, you have no idea, and I can never thank you enough for that. I look forward to meeting you. That would be one of my biggest dreams. Yes.
Yes, we will definitely meet. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I love your story. Whew. So, I want to see if Daryl is available. I sent you a message, Daryl. I don't know if you've seen it. If Daryl would be available to talk. Oh, maybe he's not in here. Oh, well, I was gonna have Daryl talk. It looks like Daryl's already left, you guys, but he has such a great story. We are gonna be doing another webinar this week because we are getting ready to launch our next 90-day run. So here's my best advice to you. Get back with the person that shared this with you and literally get started. And we're gonna help you invite people to the one that we're having this Thursday. What if you get your business in profit mode by Thursday? And then you're going to be ready to launch into our next 90-day run where we're going to show you how to make an additional 20K by the holidays. We're going to give you exactly step by step what you need to do. You have all the skills and the exact strategy to do it. Then you just got to put in the work and be very coachable and be consistent and go for that. So I'm excited. Thanks everybody for joining us, and have a great day and welcome to the community. Bye everybody. Thank you.